Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Weens. I'm in Phuket, which is the largest island in Thailand. It's an island that is blessed with beautiful beaches, green mountains, a mix of cultural history and heritage, and some incredibly delicious local food. I literally come to Phuket waiting for this bite. Oh, wow. So in this video, I'm gonna take you on an ultimate tour of Phuket where you're gonna discover some of the best places to visit, the most unique experiences and adventures. Whoa, the nasal airflow. And I'm gonna share with you my personal favorite restaurants to eat on the island. This looks fire. It's gonna be an unforgettable trip and I'm gonna share everything with you in this ultimate guide to Phuket. The water is crystal clear today. Phuket is actually the largest island in Thailand. It's 576 square kilometers. And if you drive all the way from the north to the south, it's 50 kilometers in length. There's a population of around 500 to 600,000 people. For the most part, the entire western coast is filled with beaches. And that's where you'll find the majority of hotels and resorts. Phuket International Airport, where you'll fly in, is located in the north. Phuket Town, which is the largest city and the center of cultural heritage, is located on the southeastern side of the island. To drive all the way from the north to the south can take about an hour and a half, so it's best to have a plan to make the most of your trip. For me personally, I think Phuket is such an amazing destination because it has something to offer for everyone. Maybe you want to stay on a quiet beach and never leave your hotel, or maybe you want to be right in the action and stay in somewhere where there's a local community. Maybe you want to learn as much as you can about the local heritage and history, or maybe you're coming to Phuket just to eat as much delicious local food as you can. And so that's really why I wanted to create this video, is to bring everything together to show you by sections of Phuket why you would want to stay here, or what's the greatest things here, what you can expect. So it's all coming up in this video, and you're going to want to sit back, you're going to want to relax, you're going to want to watch this entire video because there's a lot of amazing places, beautiful sights, and delicious food coming up. And also, before we really get into the video, I want to say a huge thank you to TAT, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, for supporting and for sponsoring this video. They have supported me to create this video. However, everything that I've included in this video, from the hotels to the destinations to the restaurants, they're all from my own personal experience and my top recommendations. As of the 1st of July 2021, Phuket will reopen to foreign tourists who have received 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine. For your safety, you'll need to stay at an SHA-approved hotel in Phuket for 14 nights before you're eligible to travel to other parts of Thailand. That being said, the situation is continually changing, so make sure you go to tourismthailand.org to get the latest information and details about your trip to Phuket. And with that, let's jump right into this ultimate guide to visiting and eating your way through Phuket. For this video, we're going to start from the very top, from the north of Phuket, and then work our way down. So the northern part is Ta Lang, and we're going to start with North Ta Lang. Welcome to Mai Khao Beach, and without a doubt, this is one of the most beautiful, spectacular beaches in all of Phuket. And one of the highlights here, as you can see, is it's known for being extremely peaceful, extremely quiet. It's literally an 11-kilometer stretch of sandy beach. It's the longest beach in Phuket. It's also probably the quietest area of Phuket and one of the best areas to stay in, especially if you want to be really far away from the city and action and want to have privacy and relaxation and just take peaceful walks along the beautiful coast. Most of the accommodation is around Mai Khao Beach, and it's mostly higher-end hotels and resorts as well as private pool villas.
Papi!
I cannot wait! Oh yeah, that is perfect. And officially, welcome to our villa. And it is definitely time for a good classic bed test. Oh yeah. When it comes to food, there's not a lot of options, but they do have some really good seafood restaurants. For lunch today, we're at a restaurant called Laem Sai Seafood, which is a spectacular local seafood restaurant in such a quiet, peaceful community. And when you come to eat here, you sit on a platform that is literally over the ocean, over the sea with the sea breeze. And the seafood, it is spectacular. Fish, we got oysters, hoi shak tin, which are a type of snail. We got crab. Oh man, I gotta begin with this fish curry. Now this is gang som, which is sour orange curry loaded with turmeric. Oh wow. It's sour, it's spicy. That's just ultra flavor. Deep fried fish tail covered in garlic and deep fried with fish sauce. Oh yes, look at that garlic. It's fresh, it just flakes apart in your mouth. And another thing Phuket is famous for is the grape seaweed. Peanut kind of sweet and sour sauce. Amazing meal, highly recommended, especially when you're in the northern part of Phuket. And to be honest, there's not really much to do. And that right there is the reason why you would want to stay in North Talang along Mai Khao Beach. Oh, this is fantastic. I hope that you're already loving this video, but if you could take just 1 second to give this video a thumbs up, to click thumbs up on this video, that would really help this video out. Make sure to sit back, keep watching all the way to the end. We have a lot more delicious food and places to visit. Let's continue on to the next district, which is actually still the same district of Talang, but I'm gonna call this South, the south part of Talang. Amazing beaches, beautiful nature, local food, and Phuket's top restaurant are all located in South Talang. For accommodation, there's some mid-range accommodations around Nai Thon and around Surin Beach. But then if you get to Bang Tao, it's especially higher end resorts, private villas, and even golf club, country clubs. It's also a very popular area where expats live as well. Welcome to the beautiful Nai Thon Beach and a perfect stretch of sand. If you go a little further south, you'll get to Bang Tao. It's also one of the longest beaches in Phuket, approximately 6 kilometers of sand, and I love the trees, the evergreen trees, the wide beach, the beautiful water. It's a great place, a great area, a great beach in Phuket. And over the cape from Bang Tao is Surin, one of the most spectacular beaches in Phuket. Oh man, yeah, the water is crystal clear today. So clear, so clean. I think it's really a great place to come and kind of spend the whole day or half a day or a few hours here. There's plenty of shade or sun if you like. And again, they do have a few street food stalls, especially in the afternoon, I believe. They have food stalls that you can get some snacks from and drinks and have a coconut. Coconut is also a great option. Also, if you love nature, welcome to the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary, where elephants can live and roam in their natural habitat. We're meeting the next elephant. Her name is Si Nuan. She's busy. How much do they need to eat per day?
Oh, per day they can eat up to or 300 kilograms.
300 kilograms per elephant.
Yeah.
For kids, and actually even for adults, you'll love Blue Tree Phuket, which is this entire, almost like an amusement park and a shopping mall, plus outdoor facilities. There's jungle gyms, there's a massive water park, there's a launching slide. It's pretty cool. And now let's get into the food. One of my favorite restaurants in North Talang is Gingap E. That literally translates to eat with auntie. I'm gonna go ahead and say that she is the coolest chef, and that's the coolest chef outfit of any chef outfit I've ever seen anywhere. foods, and I have to begin with the fried fish. The curry paste deep fried crunchy fish, and I love that curry paste crunchy on top. It's a beautiful thing. Oh wow. It tastes like deep fried curry with a fish in the center. For a truly special meal located at the Trisara Resort is Pru, which is the only restaurant in Phuket to receive a 1 Michelin star. Almost all the ingredients you use are from Thailand, right?
Everything is from Thailand. Just eat it raw from the tree and you will never taste something like this.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah.
You could just snack on that all day long.
All day long.
Chef Jimmy serves an outstanding meal that emphasizes farm-to-table produce, supporting communities, and I love that he emphasizes local Thai ingredients. So these are some of the ingredients that are used. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, but it's not
different.
Bai Chapu, it's the Bai Pru Rong Ya, also black pepper.
So what is the dressing made from?
Gooseberry and
Gooseberry.
tarragon.
Gooseberry and tarragon. I cannot wait now to try it. Oh, that's spectacular.
So the next one is the sancho, seen before with the farm, the salt baked sancho. So we bake it on salt to create very crispy texture of the sancho outside and creamy inside.
Wow. Oh, that's insane. Creamy potato, and the sweetness of it. Like a sweet potato and the different textures.
So the thing what we want is to have the duck very crispy. So you can actually see it already a little bit. What we dry age, what we want is have a thin skin, but we still want to have some fat under the skin.
Yeah, that's sizzle.
That's what we're looking for.
Oh, that just smells incredible. This is a plum sauce. That duck. The layering of flavor, the components, the complexity of that dry agedness. And then if you want a real deal local food experience, which you should want, it's got to be khao gang or rice and curry. And there's this great spot which is kind of off into the neighborhood. Oh man, their wild boar with curry paste. Oh, it's spicy and so much flavor. Wild boar. Oh wow, yes. The black pepper in there. Oh, what type of leaves are these? I think they might be bayira, which is tree basil, but I'm not totally sure. Oh wow, yes. Oh yeah. Moving on to area number 3, which is Katu. And Katu is already a designated district of Phuket, which mainly includes Kamala and Patong. It's located along the western coast, and it really is home to probably the largest tourism development on the island. There are tons of hotels and accommodation options, and even giant skyrise apartments. This is Kamala Beach, which is also a very popular beach in Phuket. And this is where you start to have a mix of large resorts, as well as budget accommodation, as well as apartment, as well as long-term accommodation. The next beach south, and you'll get to what is probably the most famous beach in all of Phuket. This is the world famous Patong Beach and Town, known for its entertainment, nightlife, the beach which, well, this is the beach when it is pretty much empty, but known for the packed beach, the sports, the activities. The beach is nice, but for sure the beach is not as nice as other beaches further up the coast or in other areas of Phuket. But really, you would want to come to Patong if you're interested in being right in the action, if you're interested in nightlife or entertainment, and being in kind of a major hub of tourism in Phuket. Also just down from the main part of Patong Beach. I really like this area. I believe it's called Kalim Bay, but there's some rocks, the water is clear, there's some street food carts. Even though Kamala and Patong are two of the most popular beaches in all of Phuket, and it's right within the action, there are some hidden gems in this area to discover. Accessible only by boat or hiking down a steep trail, you'll find Freedom Beach, which is a picture-perfect Andaman paradise. Within Katu, you'll find plenty of international restaurants serving food from all over the world, and plenty of Thai food as well, but for a real deal, authentic Thai meal, head over the hills to one of my favorite restaurants. The restaurant is called Krua Pailin. In the forest, it's a beautiful restaurant next to the stream, and you come here to eat spicy local Phuket food. Making sure you got plenty of the curry paste, and then it's dusted, sprinkled in kaffir lime leaves. This is the gang prik, which is a chili curry, southern Thai, with blasai, which is this type of sandfish. And you can see, I believe the leaf is bayira, which is tree basil. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, an immediate, overwhelming sensation of chili and black pepper. We're moving on to number 4, which is Phuket Town. It's also the largest city in Phuket, and it's the cultural and the historical capital. Something that I think is really cool is that it's a city where the history and the heritage blend in with the modern and the trendy. But first, let's start with the accommodation. And there's everything from modern hotels to boutique guest houses. I really think the most rewarding place to stay is one of the boutique hotels within Old Town, staying within a living museum, a piece of cultural heritage. Welcome to our boutique hotel room in one of the most beautiful old Sino-Portuguese, Thai-Chinese shop houses in Old Town Phuket. But this is without a doubt one of the highlights. One of the most beautiful streets in Old Town Phuket. One of the top attractions in Phuket Town is to just walk around and to explore Old Town. There are plenty of museums, art galleries, restored cafes, and legendary restaurants. And additionally, on Sunday nights typically, there is a walking street night market. And when you're in Phuket, it is a must. When you're done exploring Old Town, you also have a few options for things to do right on the edge of Phuket Town. Start with a trip up one of the nearby hills for a view of the city. The Khad Rang Hill Viewpoint is one of the best places to come, and you can drive up here. Just takes 5 minutes from town, and immediately you have this amazing 180 panoramic view of the town. I think it's the next hill over, right over there, is called Monkey Hill, which that one you can only hike up. There's a road that goes up, but it's only walking up. It's always great to come and enjoy the amazing view. If you have kids, Aquaria Phuket is one of the biggest indoor aquariums in Thailand. And it's especially... Whoa! And then finally, for a thrilling outdoor adventure, which is located just outside of the city.
Oh my god!
Bye bye!
All right, I'm about to go. Get fun! ขอบคุณครับ All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! Okay. Fun? Yeah, very fun. But like I mentioned before, and I've probably mentioned a few times already, one of the best reasons for you to spend time in Phuket Town is for the amazing food. And I'm gonna share with you my favorites. Let's start with breakfast. And I'm taking you to eat what is definitely my favorite breakfast restaurant in all of Phuket. This place, which is called Roti Chaofa, I think they make one of the, probably the best roti in Phuket and one of the best rotis in Thailand, especially because of their goat curry. อร่อยมากครับ
ขอบคุณมากมากครับ
And without a doubt, I have to start with the goat curry. A nugget of fall apart tender goat, that gravy. I literally come to Phuket waiting for this bite. Oh, wow. I love that mixture of curry. It's slightly peppery. You can taste the sweet spices in there like cinnamon, the absolute perfect breakfast curry that soothes you in the morning that you could possibly ask for or ever want. For lunch, take a step back in time at the legendary Raya. This house is 130 years old. ขอบคุณมากครับ This is their gang nơ bu by chaplu, which is also a classic Phuket dish. Giant shellless pieces, chunks, nuggets of crab. And then by chaplu is wild betel leaf in a coconut milk curry. Just melts into the rice noodles. The crab is so sweet. Another restored house restaurant is The Charm, where owner Kun Bon is preserving his Peranakan Malay Chinese heritage through his family recipes. We're just seconds in and already that smells incredible. Fish head goes in. Oh, this is torch ginger flower. As much as the food is a piece of the heritage, the house is also a part of the experience. This fish head curry is huge. That's just pure meat, so much meat. Oh, wow, the freshness of all the ingredients. And that fish is cooked perfectly. It just melts in your mouth, the freshness of it, and it just flakes apart in your mouth, and you've got the gooiness of that skin from the grouper. For something a little more simple, you have to eat Phuket's favorite noodle dish. So we're sitting down for lunch today to eat Hokkien mee, which are Hokkien-style Chinese noodles. It's one of the must-eat dishes when you are in Phuket. It's so warm, it's so comforting. I love the chewy texture of the noodles and the smokiness. Stir that around a little bit, get the juices flowing, get that egg broken into the gravy. Oh yeah. If I could choose just one restaurant to eat at on the island, this is it. If you love spicy, authentic Southern Thai food, Nam Yai is a must. And with that, I think that completes our order, all the dishes that we got. This is a spectacular meal. You cannot have a Southern Thai food tour without stink beans. And it also happens to be one of my favorite ingredients in the world. Oh wow. Okay. That is insane flavor. And this is with the, again, the split gill mushrooms with coconut milk. This is Quoc Ling, which is a dry curry. This looks fire. Oh wow, yes. That is as flavorful as it looks. Chef Danny was a former hotel chef before he opened the fantastic Jat Jan. He was a chef at a 5-star hotel for over 20 years. Okay.
Fried rice with crab meat.
Last one.
This is
wow. He is so incredibly cool. He has, you can tell he just puts 100% of his love into the food. The squid is absolutely awesome. And the way he scored it so that the texture has so many different textures. And there is so much garlic in here. That squid is masterful. Finally, another classic, a Thai Chinese stir-fry restaurant that's both entertaining and delicious. Now this is what you call a kitchen. That's the fried rice, the crab fried rice. This time we got that tom yum hua pla, which is the fish head tom yum. It's sour, it's herbaceous, and just loaded with ingredients. In fact, I'm just gonna pick this guy up. Yeah, if you were to uncurl him, it's pretty big. For sweets, there are a few things that you'll only find in Phuket. It's called Khanom Apong. Oh yeah, those are hot and fresh. It's really good. It's just light and airy like a pancake, but crispy at the same time. Great taste, great texture. And lastly, Phuket's own version of shave ice. Okay, next thing is actually a dessert, which is called O-ale. It's a little mountain, a small mountain of ice on top of this. And the jelly's on the bottom. Okay, that's a lot of ice, because you know it's gonna melt. Oh, cold. It's really light, it's really refreshing. It just kind of dissolves in your mouth. It liquefies. We are moving on to section number 5, which is South Phuket, the very end, bottom of the island. Jagged cliffs, rugged capes, pristine coves and beaches, some of the most iconic sights and attractions and laid-back fishing communities are all a part of South Phuket. When it comes to accommodation throughout South Phuket, you will find a number of higher-end hotels, but for the most part, it's a little more budget-friendly with apartments, with villas, and even with a lot of long-term rental accommodation. Let's move on to the beaches. It's a beautiful day at Karon Beach. It's another huge beach, pristine sand, turquoise water, and you'll find a real range of accommodation from apartments and long-term accommodation and budget accommodation and bungalows to some higher end but really big resort hotels. If you continue over the next cape, you will get to Kata Beach, and it's also known for its waves, and so it attracts surfers. There's, I believe, even a surfing competition that's held here annually. And if you then continue over the next cape, you'll get to Kata Noi, one of the better beaches in Phuket. For an amazing view, come to the Karon Viewpoint, and you can just see what makes up the terrain of Phuket, with the capes and then a beach and then a cape and then a beach and then a cape and a beach, beach after beach along the west coast of the island. Nai Beach is known to be one of the best beaches in Phuket, and not only Phuket, but one of the best beaches in Thailand. And I think what sets this beach apart, what makes it so spectacular, is its lesser development. There's not so many hotels, there's not buildings around, there's nature, there's trees, there's beautiful forest, and there's just one hotel which sits on one of the green hills. It's beautiful. Tucked within the many capes and rock coves, you'll find many lesser visited beaches as well. This is Rawai, which is at the very south of Phuket Island. It's a beautiful beach, but it's especially known for its long-tail boats and its fisher community. And so it's not so much of a swimming beach. I mean, you can swim here, but really you come here, there's some laid-back restaurants, there's places to hang out on the beach, There's a local community. Also something that you can do at Rawai is take either one of the longtail boats or a speedboat to some of the nearby islands. Like one time we took a longtail boat to Koh Hay, which is an island just off of Rawai, and we really enjoyed it, but not even so much for the beach. The beach is really nice and you can do some snorkeling, but it's a sanctuary of hornbills. Another place that you can go, which is actually one of the few beach destinations on the west side of the island, is Cape Panwa. Cape Panwa is known for its incredible natural beauty, and you'll find some really high-end, spectacular hotels. In the south of Phuket, when you're beached out, you can take a drive up to Big Buddha for amazing views. "45 meters tall. And you can stop by Wat Chalong, which is one of the most important and significant Buddhist temples in Phuket. When it comes to local food, there's this one restaurant that is extremely famous, especially for Thais. And yet, every trip that I come to Phuket, I go there because the food is so consistently good and they offer dishes that you won't find at other restaurants. Welcome to Mo Mudong, and I also love the atmosphere here, which is spread out with different bungalows, different pavilions. All right, let's start digging in. It's probably the most famous dish that everybody orders, which is called bla yat sai, which is stuffed fish, and this is a dish that you cannot miss. Oh, beautiful. Oh, immediately that aroma comes out. Oh yeah, that is hot. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's just awesomely good. I love it, especially when it's hot and fresh. Another staple of the food in Phuket is Khanom Jeen, which are soft rice noodles, which can be eaten along with a variety of different curries, which are scooped on top, and then you can eat it with vegetables. This is a dish that you'll find throughout all of Phuket, throughout all of southern Thailand. But there's this one spot that I really like to go to. It's just laid back. It's family style. It's located in South Phuket. The food is delicious and the owners are friendly. Okay, and I got a mix of Nam Ya Pu, which is the crab curry, and then also Geng Tai Pla on the other side, which is kind of mingling together, which is the fermented fish innards curry. I love how they serve a lot of Khanom Jeen curry on your plate. They're generous with their portion so that your noodles are just soaked in curry sauce. Oh wow. That is spectacular. One of the best things about Khanom Jeen is eating all the vegetables that go with it, and you can put on herbs, you can add to your plate all the freshness. The Geng Tai Pla. I like it. The fermented fish curry, there's bamboo shoots, and there's also sweet potato in here. And again, Khanom Jeen is a very popular meal throughout Phuket. So no matter where you are in the island, if you see a crowd of people gathered together eating rice noodles, stop, give it a try. It will probably be delicious, and it's also a meal that you don't want to miss when you're in Phuket. And with that delicious bowl of noodles and spicy curry, that brings us to the end of this ultimate guide to Phuket. But there's just one more thing, one attraction that you can't miss.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action.
Oh yeah, the view is spectacular. Welcome to Laem. Let me find a little place to sit here, but welcome to Laem Promthep. And this particular viewpoint, it's a landmark, it's a famous area of the island, and it's especially common at sunset, right at about 5:30 or 6 p.m. when people come here, fill the area, fill this entire rocky outcropping to take photos of the gorgeous sunset that sets over in that direction. Now, as for me, I'm here a little bit early in the afternoon at about 4:30 p.m., but I'm not going to be able to show you the sunset views because I have a dinner planned later on this evening. But I thought this would be the most fitting, the most perfect place to complete this ultimate tour of best food, of things to do, of how to choose the places that you want to visit when you come to Phuket. And I think for me, what I love most about Phuket is just the fact that it is so diverse, it's multinational. There's so many cultures represented. It has such a rich cultural heritage, and all of that within an island that is big enough to support a large and vibrant local community while still having an island feel and having tons and tons of beaches and attractions and things to do. Everything that I've shown you in this video, I'll have in the description box that you can check out, and I'll have a full guide, a list of everything included in this video so that you can really start planning your trip to Phuket. And I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your comments in the section below, and remember to subscribe also for lots more food and travel videos. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from the beautiful island of Phuket in southern Thailand, and I will see you on the next video.